everybody. My name is Graydon Bima. I am FD Miller's Prenup Product Specialist, and I'm here today to talk to you guys just about some general education for where we're on this time of being in self-isolation and that. And so, luckily I'm at my home facility and we have horses here still. And so I'm here today with Von Drager. He's our KWPN stallion, and he is going to be our example while we go over some body conditioning scores. So just I'll put a link in the description, because every time that I come out to your farm, I will bring out a booklet like this. It's our all product guide, and inside of it has a really great body condition scoring guide. And so I'll put a link to this picture in the comments, and you guys can check that out and follow along with me as we go. So anytime I come out to your farm, the first thing I'm going to do is check out your horse. Of course, I'll be respectful and make sure to ask you if it's okay. That way we're not getting into any situations where I'm just jumping on and freaking out the horse. But we'll run down our hand over them. You always want to run your hand over them, because if they have a winter coat on, it's going to be a little bit harder to just see. There are a few visual things you're going to look at. One of the first things you're always going to look at is rib cover. If you can see any ribs, you automatically know that they are below a body condition score of a 5. So if you can't see ribs, then they're at least a 5. From there, we're going to check out a couple areas here. So we're going to go right around the neck, right where it transitions into the withers. Right here, there's a nice pad in here. We're going to go across the back. We're going to go across the back here, all the way back to the coop. And then we're going to go all the way down, and we're going to feel right around the tail head. There's a fat pocket back there, and ideally we'd like to be to be a little spongy back there, and just be some nice fat cover. Now, if they have a winter coat on and you are iffy if you can see ribs or not, and even once you can see or not see ribs, you're going to feel across them. So you're going to see how much fat cover they have on them, or how much space there is in between them and that. And so you want to easily be able to push right across them and just barely feel them. And he is ideal right there when it comes to that. You can just put a little bit of pressure and feel them really nicely. You're also going to feel right here, right behind that shoulder. There's a fat pad in here. And you're going to feel that and see if it's spongy or if it's overgrown. And then across the neck, of course, too. You don't want that to be too crusty or anything, and you're getting up there into that obese range if you start getting a real crusty neck up there with a huge top on it up here. And so what we ideally want him, I'd want him right around a 5. Most horses we want around a 5 to a 6. If they're in breeding, we want to see them about a 5 to a 7, typically closer to that 7 range, because we know they're going to lose condition whenever they go into pregnancy and that, just because we can't keep up with their caloric intake. So we always want to see them on a little bit of the heavier side. But since he's a performance horse, we want to keep him lean, and I'd put him actually right about a 5. He's about ideal when it comes to fat coverage and that. Now, muscle tone and physical fitness is another thing, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in some of the future videos, so keep an eye out for those. But for now, we're going to put him at about a 5, and we call that ideal. And for you at home, feel free to go around and check out your horses. During this time, it doesn't mean that you can't be in contact with your horses, so it's a great time to body condition score and then see where you're at. So if you think that they're a little low for where you'd like to see them, then that means you should probably increase their intake on feed, or look at upping them to a different feed in general. And if you think they're a little bit too fat, then we might look at lowering their feed rate, or we might look at switching to a product with a little less calories. So, thank you guys for watching. Look forward to doing more of these videos for you guys. If you like it, if you have any other questions, comment down below. Thank you.